Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo! Yo! What's going on, guys? Can you guys hear me? You guys can definitely hear me. I know you can. Don't be trolling me, man. Don't be trolling me. We already know the trolling's coming back. What's going on, guys? I don't know what just happened. The stream like cut off there for a second. I don't know what's going on there. But anyways, what's going on, guys? Happy Monday afternoon on another $19,400 day. Skillful, what's going on? Scotty, what's up, man? Heritosh, QM, Keith, Wayne, Skillful, Jen, Crypto, Rafi, DJ, Bigden, Rafi. I said Rafi twice. I don't know. Rafi deserves it, I guess. Rafi, you deserve two shout outs today, man. No, we're not muted. Don't be starting that. Don't be starting when unmute. You guys, you can't play the mute troll, okay? You can't hop on and play the mute troll if I'm already talking and you guys can see me talking and then you press mute. That's not how this works. Paljack, what's going on, buddy? Anthony, Crypto, Kunta. What's going on, guys? Happy Monday and happy sideways again. Exactly, Bear. Happy sideways, man. You guys can see the title of the stream. And the reason why I say this is the time to pay attention to crypto, okay? The time to pay unbelief of popular opinion. The time to actually pay attention to crypto is actually now, in my opinion, not during the top of a bull run, okay? Now's the time that people need to start paying attention. Whether you think that Bitcoin's already in its accumulation phase or Bitcoin still has lower to go in its accumulation phase, now is the time to pay attention. And it's what we've been talking about consistently, but we'll look at kind of everything we've been talking about and kind of sum it up in one big stance is now is the time to pay attention to crypto. The bear market is the most important time to pay attention in crypto. And I can see people starting to wander off, starting to not pay attention. And it's like reverse psychology into the bull market. Like, I can't wait till the bear market, man. So here we are. We're here and it's time to pay attention, guys. All right. What's going on, Keith? And I know right now it's boring, man. It's freaking boring as hell right now. Trust me. I know it's boring. I am not in disbelief of the boringness of the market. I am right there. I voted for 15 because you left out 7K. Drunk Bear, I did it just for you, man. I could have put 7K just for you. Let's look at this poll that we put up in the beginning of the stream so far. So, where will Bitcoin close 2022? We got some interesting votes here. It seems like it's pretty even. It's pretty deadlocked, man. I mean, we look at this. We got above 30K. So 18% of people think Bitcoin will close 2022 above 30K. That's pretty high in my opinion. I didn't think it was going to be that high. I thought like 10%. Between 23K and 30K, we got 32% of people. Interesting. We got 15K to 22K at 36%. And we got 14% coming in below 15K. So actually kind of an even poll. It's about 50% below 22K and 50% above 22K, basically. So, man, what an even poll, and that's pretty ridiculous, man. That's pretty ridiculous. Let me see what you guys are saying in here, man. Paying attention to you while I'm Clint, get out of here, man. Don't be trolling me today. It's Monday. Listen, we don't troll on Mondays. We only troll on Fridays, okay? So if you want to troll me, save it for Friday. Let me speak here during the week. No? Come on. Let's see. Zigzag said, I don't know about anyone else, but watching the price dump is just as exciting as watching it pump. I agree. Watching it go sideways is the worst, but watching it pump or dump is the best, man. Listen, I can sit here all day and do one of these, you know?
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
You're not sober, you don't need to lie? Are you talking to Clint? Because I'm sober as a whistle right now, if I'm going to be honest. But, hey, I can also get excited when we go.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
Either way, I love when the chat's going nuts. Either way, whether it's upside or downside. Anyways, let's talk some stuff here. What the heck is Bitcoin doing, man? What the heck is Bitcoin doing? It was like we were getting a move back up to 19.7, and now we've came back down and we're sort of just chilling here at 19,359. Here we are, man. We got Mark saying another week of boredom. Could be, but let's talk about it. Let's discuss. So, I mean, before we jump on to anything, I kind of wanted to let people get in here today, and before we really get started here, sober as a whistle, man. I don't get that saying, by the way. Sober as a whistle. I don't get this as a whistle thing. You can say, I'm dirty as a whistle. I'm clean as a whistle. I don't get that. Especially, I'm clean as a whistle. That saying makes no sense. Since when are whistles clean? People are slobbering all over that shit. Okay? They got saliva going all through that whistle. They got boogers going on that whistle. Since when is a whistle clean? I don't know. Someone could tell me that probably. Lark is douchey. I don't think Lark is douchey. I wouldn't describe Lark as douchey. I wouldn't say that. Why you guys talking about Lark, man? How you gonna learn? Why are we calling Lark a douche? I don't think he's a douche. Come on, guys, be nice. Let's try to be a little bit nice today, okay? I don't know. I think we need a little bit of positivity. No, I think crypto's got the negativity here and everything in between. Anyways, let's jump onto the charts here and stop getting carried away. So we all know what we're waiting for, right? I mean, let's just sum up what we're waiting for. On board, we're all bored. We're all bored, on board, right? I think everyone can kind of attest to sort of the same thing here. But, Bitcoin's still coiling up. It's still getting ready for this move, right? Everything we're looking at is looking at a move, by the, really, at least the beginning of November. Everything's kind of pointing to that, sort of date range and in between now and the beginning of November. It could happen any point, right? We have a couple big dates coming up. We got the FOMC meeting coming up. On the 1st and the 2nd. Matt Bathwater, I'm being nice. Lark Davis is a douchebag. Oh, come on, man. I wouldn't call him that. I mean, I would say there's definitely different words you could use, but man, listen, some people like. So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. I honestly really have never really watched a full Lark video. I'm going to be honest. I never have. And I don't think I ever will. But, I can't really comment on this. But anyway, you guys know I have my opinions. I can't really tell you a full-on opinion on Mr. Lark. So I'm going to leave that up to you guys. You guys can spread whatever FUD you want in the chat. And you guys can do whatever you want to do. Anyways. What are we looking at here? So Bitcoin's still going sideways. We're still waiting for this move. You guys know the deal, right? We've talked about this every single day. I think you guys know this by now, and sort of what my projections are, which I still do think, and I'm gonna hold myself to this and stick to my guns. I think that Bitcoin is still gonna get that move back up to 21.6. Okay.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
If you guys want to call that moon, sure. I'm not going to call that moon, but I'm still looking for Bitcoin to go to the upside to hit 21.6, 21.7 here in the short term. Short term's relevant. I mean, short term could mean in 2 weeks from now. It could mean right now, right? So really, basically what I mean by short term is I think Bitcoin's going to get a move up here before it gets a move down. So even if you do think Bitcoin's going to go lower, I still think Bitcoin's going to get a rise first to take this liquidity up here at 21.7, where we have this big daily vector candle, right? That, we kind of just want to keep ignoring that daily vector candle up there at 21.7. I don't know why, but we sort of just want to ignore it, right? We love talking about vector candles to the downside, but not to the upside, right? We love doing that to ourselves. And, I guess sometimes I can be guilty of it. But here we are. So I'm still expecting this to get taken here in the short term. After that, we'll kind of reconvene and see what we have to do going forward here. But I'm still expecting that same move. There's multiple reasons why I'm expecting that. You guys know. I'm not going to go over every single thing. But basically, I mean, I can't ignore weekly bullish divergence with lower lows on the price action and higher lows on the RSI right off the previous all-time high. Right? I can't ignore that. and just not expect it to play out. Sometimes it takes longer than you expect. Sometimes price can go sideways for a month or two before it plays out. So, we're still kind of waiting there and twiddling our thumbs, and some of us doing other weird things like smelling fart jars and stuff like that. I can't control what people do. I'm just sitting here. Well, there's probably some weirdo, right down the street that's sniffing a fart jar, probably right next door, actually. This weird guy who lives right over here. I don't even know if he lives there, but he's always doing some weird shit in there. It either smells like shit. There's some weird sound coming from in there. It sounds like a vibration or something. I don't know what's coming in there. Or this dude leaves the freaking stove on. This dude's always doing some weird shit in there. But that's besides the point. You guys don't care about the neighbor, and you guys only care about the neighbor that called me an idiot that one time. That one time the neighbor called me an idiot? Hey, you know what it is. You think it's Jeffrey Dahmer in there? It's not Jeffrey Dahmer in there. Trust me, you would smell blood. You would smell blood. Anyways, let's jump on it back in here. So let's look at some short-term time frame stuff, and then I want to get into the meat and potatoes. The meat and potatoes with the gravy. And sort of talk about what the whole point of the video today is, which now is the time to pay attention to crypto. Wherever you think the market's going, you should be paying attention, because we'll get into it in a second, but
Rant alert.
you might only have one shot at this. If you think Bitcoin's going lower, you might only have one shot at this. There's certainly a possibility of that. So now's the time to pay attention. All right, we're going to get into that in a second. But let's talk some short-term price action first and not get too carried away here, because we like to get carried away on this channel, and that's typically what we do every day is get a little bit of carried away. We talk about Bitcoin, then we start talking about fart jars and aliens and this and that, but we're not going to get carried away today. We're going to sort of keep it together and give ourselves a little slap, if you know what I mean. Hey, you get 4 to 5 sniffles, do you? Is that actually how it works? It sounds like a serial killer. It might be a serial killer. I mean, he leaves the gas on, so he might be trying to kill the whole floor. I don't know. All right. Anyways, short-term price action. What are we looking at? I mean, it's really a lot of the same of earlier today, guys. I mean, it's this downtrend and resistance on the hourly time frame that did break out. We got the nice move out of that breakout. Vector candle. We got some volume in that move yesterday, and we obviously pulled back, and now we're kind of just hovering. One of the most famous words, hovering or building a base here on top of that previous resistance that we're trying to flip into support. Now, we got all these moving averages right here that are trying to hold as support. And one thing I am watching going into sort of tomorrow is, obviously, we got to watch how the stock market performs again, right? Stock market up today, Bitcoin down, right? A little bit of discorrelation there, which we don't like. Lately, the stock market's been, performing pretty well, and Bitcoin's been kind of shit in the bed. So, but you could say a couple weeks ago, the stock market was really pushing new lows and Bitcoin held the lows. So I guess it's sort of evening itself out here. But here in the short term, what can we look at? Well, we obviously got this pullback here. We got this pullback. If we take a look at what we're looking at now, at least for the short term, right? Not that I care too much about the short-term price action, but I know you guys do. Swing low to swing high, right? Bitcoin did retrace to that 0.5 retracement, okay? So 0.5 retracement, a good level for Bitcoin to get a bounce at. It did get a nice bounce. Now, what are we doing now? Well, Bitcoin can't seem to make its mind up, right? Does it want to come back up higher? Does it want to come back down lower? Doesn't seem to make its mind up. What I'm looking for here, and what I actually love to look for here in the short term is one of these, right? A little left shoulder, a little head. I think everyone likes a little head. You know what I'm saying? That's the oldest joke in the book. We're just going to keep doing that joke until it doesn't work, But looking for that right shoulder to form here over the next couple hours. Could take a couple hours to play out. But I'm looking for that right shoulder to come back up and at least take this wick. All right, you see this little hourly wick up here? I'm at least expecting Bitcoin to come back up and take that wick, and also this little vector candle right here to come back up and at least test the highs. When it comes back and tests the highs, we got to see if we have some bearish divergence, whether we have overbought on any of the time frames. But if Bitcoin does come back up here, right? Well, what we don't want to form is the M formation at the highs, right? Not that I care about this price action. To be honest, it's like the 1 hour time frame is not too important to me at the moment. I'm really just looking for an upside move here. Whenever it plays out, it could take another 2 weeks, and who the frick knows. But, it is what it is. That's what I'm looking for in the short term. We'll see if it plays out on the stream. That would be cool if it does. If it doesn't, well, hey, we'll do what we got to do. We'll do what we got to do, man. A good bit ahead never gets old. That's facts. That's facts, man. All right, let's jump out of the. Listen, really, this price action sucks, right? I think we all can agree that this short-term price action, it's good. It's good for shorting and longing, this little range. If you're scalping and have the time to sit there and scalp, and that's great. But I think a lot of people care about, okay, what's going to be that next move? We going up and going down? I told you guys what I think. Overall, I think what we want to talk about today, and I'm not going to spend too much time on the short-term price action because we've talked about the same damn thing every single day for the past month. Okay, and I'm sick of it. I'm gonna go nuts at this point. Holy Lord, I'm sitting here going, oh my Lord, I'm going nuts. At this point, I might as well start shilling Safe Moon. Come get some Safe Moon, hat. At this point, holy moly. Nola, what's going on, buddy? What's going on? Want to meet at Jollibee tomorrow for lunch? Waterfly, where the hell is Jollibee? First of all, I've never even seen a Jollibee over here. What? I know what Jollibee is. It's one of those little burger joints, right? We haven't talked about Dryer Link yet. We haven't done that way. That's definitely for sure. But you let me know where it is. Hey, maybe I'll be there, Waterfly. Maybe I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? You seem a little bit hyper today. Oh, dude, I had so much coffee today. I think I had 4 coffees today. One of them being a large. Okay, which for me is a lot. I already am kind of a little bit off the rocker a little bit. So if I have 4 coffees, dude, you best bet I'm going nuts. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's talk some other stuff. So why is the time to pay attention? And guys, I know this is the time where you don't want to pay attention. What I mean by paying attention, me saying paying attention doesn't necessarily mean you have to be watching videos, you have to be watching streams and stuff like that. That's not what I necessarily mean. What I necessarily mean is during this time, make sure you guys have a freaking plan, right? The worst thing you can do right now is not have a freaking plan, right? Because the worst thing that can happen is, okay, you're sitting here at 19K. You've had a month of sideways. This is the best time to make a plan. Why? Because this is when you're least emotional. You're bored, right? So you have no greed. You have no fear. You're literally just sitting in a range, sitting there, bored. So you're not really levied one way or the other. You just want to move to happen at this point, right? I think most people just want to move to happen. This is when the time you got to make a plan because Bitcoin, all right, let's say the Bitcoin bottom is in, right? But you're sort of expecting lower. You're expecting lower. It just keeps going sideways, and it keeps going sideways, keep going sideways, and it just keeps going sideways. But you keep expecting lower. So you don't really pay attention to the market because it just keeps going sideways. You have that almost alert set, if it gets to this level, I'm going to buy, and it doesn't. And this is why you got to pay attention to what's going on in the space, and you got to pay attention to what's normally happened for Bitcoin in the freaking past. All right? You got to pay attention to what's happened to Bitcoin in the past, right? Whatever you think the bottom is in or not, you got to pay attention because people right now like to troll, like to meme, and it's all fun and games until you miss out again. I'm telling you, it's all fun and games until you miss out again, and then it won't be fun and games. That's what I'm saying, all right? Everything points to every single thing that you could ever look at for Bitcoin, and I know, right? The macro sucks, this time's different. Listen, oh my God, that's what the news says. We'll see if it plays out. The news is always going to be bearish when the price is going down. That's what it is. You got to start paying attention, right? Not only does Bitcoin have this descending triangle that's trolling all of us, okay? Not only does it have a descending triangle that's trolling all of us, which says it's going to have a breakout by the beginning of November. Okay, not only that, but you go back and look at anything, right? When does Bitcoin usually bottom from the halving? It usually bottoms from the halving about 75 to 78 weeks before the halving event. Where's Bitcoin sitting right now? Well, you best bet Bitcoin's sitting 75 weeks before the halving right freaking now. All right? So if you think this time is different, okay, that's great. But if you don't, You might be looking at a Bitcoin low within the next 3 weeks if we think we're going lower. And this goes out for all my lower guys, right? All my this does not go out to the people. I'll say this again.
Rant alert.
Right? This does not go out to the people who think the bottom is already in and you've already been accumulating this range. This goes out to all my it's going lower guys, okay? Because I get it. I get the narrative that it could go lower. So this is the time you're going to start paying attention because this is the time that Bitcoin typically does get that last capitulation, okay? 77 weeks before the halving is the beginning of November. Here we go. Just another thing pointing to there. We go over to what Bitcoin's done in previous bear markets, right? Right here. Bitcoin's right in the middle of the 2 previous bear markets where it's had that last capitulation lower. It's right in the middle. You're chilling right in the middle, man. So you better be ready. If you don't have a plan right now, you're going to get caught with your pants down. Because here's the thing.
Rant alert.
Here's the thing, guys. This goes out to all my it's going lower guys, okay? Because I know there's a lot of you guys out there, all right? I know there's a lot of bottom dwellers, which are cool, right? If it works out for you, I hope it works out for you, man, because then I get to get cheaper coins too. Here's the thing, man, okay? Here's the thing. A lot of you guys think, and we sort of said this in the morning stream today, a lot of you guys think that you think you're just going to sit there, you're going to sit on your Coinbase, you're going to sit on your Robinhood, Bitcoin's going to drop to 14K, and you're just going to be able to press that buy button. No, you're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to. Well, every exchange is going to be down when that happens. Okay? So one of the things you could do to make a plan is if your plan is to buy at a certain level, put a freaking limit order in, man. So many people just wait. Oh, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. And then it wicks down to your level you wanted to buy, and you can't do it because your freaking exchange is down. Have a plan. Have a plan set in place of where you want to do, because I don't want you guys to miss out. I want you guys here. And this is the most important time to pay attention. This is the most important time, man. And people don't realize it. And that's what frustrates me, right? That's really what frustrates me, man, because I want you guys in this when it starts going back to the upside. And I don't want you guys to have to worry about, should I buy now? Should I buy now? Should I buy now? I don't want you guys to worry about that, man. I don't. I hate, because I know how it feels. It sucks. All right? So if it does go lower, make sure you just have your order set, ready to freaking go. Because the exchanges will be down, man. They will. And I want everyone prepped for when that does happen. Let's see. Tell them, JC. It's not just going to be rainbows and butterflies where Bitcoin drops 20, 30% and you're just going to go, let me open up Robinhood. Ooh, 15K. I'm going to press buy. No, that's not how it works. All right? That's not how it works. I wish that's how it worked, but hey, it is what it is. And like I said, this goes to all my let's lower guys, because I can certainly see the case where Bitcoin does go lower. It's never impossible Bitcoin can't go lower. To just be ready. All right? Because everything's pointing to that. You can go to every single freaking thing, man. Every single freaking thing. And Bitcoin's at that point where it's going to break so many different things that happened in the past. And we're going to have almost nothing to sort of compare it to at this point, right? If Bitcoin does go lower, really the only thing we have to compare it to is really, I guess, how far it came from previous bear markets from top to bottom. That's really it, right? Everything we can look at, whether it's the 200-week moving average, whether it's Bitcoin never going below the 300-week moving average, right? Never going below the 300-week moving average. Bitcoin's never been below the 300-week, right? Now it's below the 200-week, which it never got a close before, and this time it did. There's could be reasons for that, right? Bitcoin sort of hovered at the highs, which made the 200-week moving average come up a little bit faster this time. There could be reasons for that, but Bitcoin's never been below the 300-week. If it goes lower, it's going to break that, right? Bitcoin, when you had the RSI oversold on the weekly, has never gone lower. So when that happens, Bitcoin, when the hash ribbon's buy signal flashes, it always gets a move up. Hasn't got to move up yet. What else is there? There is the freaking pi cycle bottom, which called the last two bottoms. Still haven't went lower than that yet. All right. So, man, I'm excited for what's to come. And I just want you guys to be ready for it, man. Because what I see in really it's not even just like the YouTube like viewers watching. And I see it on Reddit, right? I go on Reddit a lot. I literally go on Reddit a lot, man. All right. I go on Reddit a lot, and I notice these things of, people, especially if you guys go into Bitcoin markets on Reddit, really good stuff for trading sometimes, right? Sometimes a little shady things going on there, but really you can just see people just not paying attention, man. And people were saying in there today, it's like this is so reminiscent of, when everything just dissipates, no one pays attention, and that's when you get the big move. I'm not gonna say you're gonna get like a freaking all-time high move, but man, it's just during these times where everyone goes away, and that's when everyone misses out. I don't want everyone to miss out. I don't, man. This goes to all my it's going lower, guys. I just don't want you guys to miss out on the move because it's always gonna go lower, man. It's always gonna go lower. It's always gonna go lower. It's always gonna go lower. That's just how this works. Who is willing to sell BTC now? Must be nuts. I think no. I wouldn't say that. No name in the chat. I would say there's still people out there that would still sell. I don't believe in that. So listen, I'm not like this huge moon boy. It's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I understand that there's still people out there that would sell. All right. If Bitcoin, I don't know. Guys, let me ask you guys in the chat. And it doesn't even matter about us. It matters what the big money's going to do. It matters what the whales are going to do, right? Would anyone in the chat that's holding BTC right now, okay? And I want you guys to be honest. If any of you guys in the chat that's holding BTC right now, is there a price level where you guys would panic sell Bitcoin at? Let me know in the chat. And to be honest, this really doesn't matter because the market makers move the market. We don't move the market. It is what it is. But just a curious question. I'm just asking a curious question. You better not start crying. I feel you might. No, don't. Listen, man, you won't see me crying on the stream. Actually, one day you probably will. One day you probably will. And that's when I reach my goal. And I've had this goal for a long time. So I have 2 goals. And you guys might see me cry on 2 goals. Maybe. We'll see. I'll try not to. Man. I'm not going to cry on purpose. I'm not one of those guys that's going to cry on purpose. Let's see. No. 8K. Panic sell 5K. 19.3, said Josh. Right now. Oh, Lord. All or nothing degens. And it's not like it matters, man. We don't control the market. So even if all of us won't sell, if the market makers want to push it lower, they're going to freaking push it lower. Not like that matters, right? But I think it's good to see what people think in here. No, let it bleed. No, I only invest in my savings so I can sit on it for a decade. Yeah, that's how I am, man. I throw money in there that I know I don't need to touch. That's what I do. I'm not over leveraged in crypto, and I'm never gonna be over leveraged in crypto. To be honest, they don't have enough to care. I could start over. That's a good. Hey, that's because you didn't invest too much and you can afford to lose, man. Let's see. Only if you sell. Panic sell isn't even a word to me. Smash up the like, said Emmanuel. Yeah, man. I'm just trying to preach today. Like, listen, we've talked about this. How many times, guys? How many times can we talk about the same range? You know what I mean? What I want the message to be is not even about the charts. This goes to all the people who are in this for the long term and in this for that whenever the next bull market starts. I don't think it's going to happen right now, so don't get that out of your head, okay? But this goes out to all those guys out there. I just want you guys to be ready, and I want everyone that's in here to be on that ride too. And I don't want you to FUD yourself out. If your plan right now, because here's the deal, guys. I want everyone to make a plan right now, and this is not like you have to do it, but I think you guys should make a plan. If your plan right now is to buy 10K, okay, and for whatever reason Bitcoin gets there, you better not freaking change your mind when it gets there. Because guess what? It's not going to be rainbows and sunshines if it gets there. It's going to be the exact same sentiment that's right now. The new 10K will be 5K. It's going to go to 5K. It's going to go to 5K. It's going to go to 5K. Stick to your plan, man. When people are super, super bearish, that's the time to accumulate. It might not be the exact bottom. I don't care about buying the bottom, man. You guys shouldn't either. Man. You shouldn't be worried about buying the exact bottom. I know you guys want to, and you get to seem like a king. Oh, I bought all my Bitcoin, and the exact bottom, right? You're the man, bro. Nice, dude. No whales buy the exact bottom. They buy on the way down, and they sell on the way up. They're not waiting for the exact bottom. That's not what they're doing, right? That's not what they're doing, man. At the end of the day, that's not what they're doing. Anyways, what else? What did I have here today? So, guys, we know we got the big event coming up. FOMC meeting coming on the 1st and 2nd. It's going to be 75 basis points, man. I think everyone's getting a little bit too, It's pretty much a consensus. It's going to be 75. I mean, I think the last time I looked, the consensus was like 95%. It's going to be 75. So I don't think that's going to be too much of a surprise either way. And I don't think that's going to have too much of an effect on the market. Like everyone expects that. So I don't know. I feel like when we get 75, we'll actually move up. Just because I think that's already baked into the market. I think people already expect that. So I don't think, in my opinion, that the FOMC meeting coming up next week is going to be a big driver of, obviously short term, you're going to have your pumps and dumps, right? Those little wicks to the upside, wicks to the downside. You're going to have your pumps and dumps overall, but I don't think that's going to be like a major driver of the market, man. I don't. For whatever reason it's 50, we pump. For whatever reason it's 100, we dump. But if it's what everyone expects, I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. Elliot said 69. I'll take 69, Elliot. I'll take 69 because we're going to go up if it's 69, you know? Imagine if they did 69 just to troll everyone. They come out and say, yo, we're just going to do 69 basis points. And then Jerome Powell just goes. And he just comes out with 69. Luke said 1K a month for the last year. Luke, nice, dude. Nice, dude. Elon and Michael want to buy 10K to 14K. Nice. Missed the bottom by a penny. Nice, dude. We got the Pats on tonight at 8:30, by the way, guys. So, but we're chilling right now. We're chilling right now. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere, guys. All right. So, really, that's what I kind of wanted to rant about today. I mean, there's so many different things you could look at, and you guys know my take. I think, for me, I think the bottom is in unless we get some absolute monumental news, that, you guys could probably guess a few of those that are spread around and, I guess are possibilities, but I don't think they will happen. Obviously with a little bit of worse things happening out of sort of Russia and Ukraine and or, just some craziness. As long as none of that stuff happens, I don't think we go too much lower. This is just my opinion. You guys don't fall off what I do. I think there's certainly a possibility that we do go lower, though. So don't never think that you can. Never think that you can. What did I want to point out here? What did I want to point out, dude? This. Oh man, the waiting, the suspense is killing me, bro. The suspense is freaking killing me, man. Holy Lord, the Pats are frauds, bro. The Pats are not frauds, man. The Pats are good. Second best in the AFC East. But the Pats are pretty good, man. All right. What else do we got going on over here? What is this? Oh, I had a couple little tweets over here. Why not? Let's look at some tweets, man. Let's look at some tweets. You guys saw this? Right? Tether, 1 billion USDT. Was minted at the Tether Treasury. You know what sometimes that could mean, man? Sometimes that could mean that there's a pump imminent. So, hey, listen. And this has come from my homie Pentoshi here. Bobo largest fear behind door number 1 is Tether on the phone, printing money. Look at the bear, man. Look at the bear. He looks very, very scared right now. We'll see what happens to the bear, man. I don't have that bear getting with the gun beam over here. I don't have that, unfortunately. Oh, come on, Drew. Get out of here with the FUD, bro. Get out of here with the FUD. Everyone's always jealous of the best teams. The best teams are always cheaters, apparently. I don't know. I guess that's always how it is. Everyone always hates the best. Hey, what can you say? What can you say, man? What if USDT crashed too? Maybe, man. Maybe. What else do we got? Guys, right now, I think you guys can tell. This is the worst I've ever seen the crypto sentiment. Really just investing sentiment in since I've been in the markets, which isn't that long to be fair. I mean, but hey, this has come from the game of trades. Sentiment is worse than 2000 2008. In fact, this is the second lowest bearish sentiment since 1999. The only time it was lower was March of 2020. So, I can notice it, man. People are. Here's the deal. People are. It's the worst combination, right? Because not only are people depressed, but people are also bored. You take bored people and you make them depressed too. Oh God, and that's what we have right now. We have major FUD in the news, right? People are already depressed with markets being down, and markets aren't doing shit. So you put all those together, oh my lord, right now it's just the sentiment is shot, right? Everyone's just a troll. Everyone, not everyone. I sort of exaggerate there, but I guess everyone's kind of just a troll, man. I guess it is what it is, and I can sense this, man. I see this not only on the chat, but I can also see it on Reddit. I can see it on Twitter. I can see it on all that stuff. It's just the state of the market we're in. That's a bear market for you. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That's just the facts. Let me see. Where does that even come from? Numb? Everyone's numb, man. Everyone's numb, I guess. He said, bored, depressed, and I don't even care. That doesn't even make any sense, but hey, I like it, man. What else do we got, man? Anything else craziness over here? Nothing really craziness, man. Nothing craziness going on. We got this meme going on right here. I don't know. I like this meme, man. I don't know why. I just do. We got the minus 100% meme. This is when the bears really get pumped, man. Right? This is when the bears really get pumped. I don't know why I copied this meme. I just copied and pasted this meme in here today. I don't know why I have this. So you guys, that's about where we're at here. I'm just taking memes and putting them on here just to show you guys the memes. I don't know, man. Look at this O face, man. This is some good form. This is some really good form of the O face. Where's my O face? Where's my O face? Here it is. From back in the day. Here it is. Look at this. Perfect vein depth, point to nothing, see a ghost, mouth ready for a pump, and the crimson chin. It's got everything, man. They got the crimson chin. You got the mouth ready for the pickle. You got veins on the top of the head. Oh my lord, this thing's going nuts. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this, man. Let's get rid of this right now. Get out. How do I get rid of this? There we go. There we go, man. But yeah, bears hoping for minus 100%. Invisible penis. You know what it is. Oh, way better memes you can find. Oh, that was a terrible meme. I don't know. That was such a terrible meme, man. There's so many good memes out there. And unfortunately, I picked probably the worst meme you could probably pick. Really. Mouth ready for something. Mouth ready for something else. Oh, yeah, man. You know what it is. You know what it is. All right. Well, that's kind of the deal, man. I mean, that's the. Let's see what else do they have here. I mean, a couple random indicators. Like, indicators are indicators, man. I look at this market right now, and I look at it as this is the accumulation zone. I see the sentiment is absolutely shot. I see that anytime you post anything about Bitcoin having an upside move, there's just either no, it's not happening, or it's going to be a fake pump. That's what you see right now. So to me, I take that as I want to do the opposite of what everyone thinks is going to happen. That's just the way I want to roll. And that's what I see being the move right now. And like I said, we'll see what happens. Let's give it 2 weeks. Let's see where we're at, and we can kind of reconvene. But a couple random indicators. I'm not a big indicator guy, but you know the deal. You know the deal. This is on the monthly chart. Obviously, we looked at this way back in the day, but the monthly RSI is literally where it's been at in the previous two bear market bottoms, right? Right here at about a 43, just chilling there. Going sideways right at that level. Is it a coincidence? Might be. Maybe not be. But the monthly RSI just chilling at a 43. Same thing as the weekly RSI, right? Weekly RSI gets oversold, right? Usually means that that's been a point where you bounce in the past. Monthly MACD, whenever you start flipping back over, not confirmed. We need to get the monthly close. Preferably, I'd like to close a little bit higher on the monthly, but whenever the monthly MACD starts to flip back over, which you guys can see right now, right? The times it's done that in the past. Right here in February 2019, Bitcoin went up. Right here back in March 2015, Bitcoin went up. It's been a good point to, you still go sideways for a little bit. So it gives you a nice accumulation range, which Bitcoin could still go sideways here for a while. But it's been a nice accumulation range when that does happen. So we'll see where we end up on the sort of monthly time frame, but we do got that going for us as well. And just just, a lot of the same shit, man. It's every indicator that I looked at before the bear market even started, right? Which was, even as the price was coming down, whether it's the pi cycle bottom, whether it's the hash ribbons, whether it's RSI levels, whether it's moving averages, whether it's anything that I looked at, I got to stick to my plan. And all those have flashed that it's either a really good accumulation zone or the bottom is in, one of the two. So I got to stick to my guns here, man. I can't let that FUD get to me. If I let that FUD get to me, who am I? I'm just a part of the herd. And to be fair, and this is no, sort of knock to the general herd, but usually the general herd misses the move. And I'm not going to be that guy. All right. So that's sort of my thesis going forward. And I think, right now we're just in such uncertain times where I think it's good just to zoom out a little bit. Everyone's trying to catch that, everyone's trying to catch that big short to the upside or that big move to the upside. You're probably not going to do it because the market makers are very good, okay, at doing this, right? If you want to be that guy who catches that short to the downside, the market makers are very good at doing this. You go, Bitcoin starts moving back down, then it just comes right back up. Bitcoin starts going back up, then comes right back down. I don't think, the general person is going to be able to catch that move. If you're leveraging, I don't think you will. But hey, I guess I'm not going to be the bearer of bad news. It is what it is. Let me see. Ben Cowan's the herd. The Bitcoin dominance gonna go down. Oh, Lord, man. Lord. All right, let's... Oh! Are they coming for me? They're coming for me, man. They want my crypto. You guys hear that crypto got robbed in Dubai? You guys hear about that? And Carl the Moon? Was it Carl the Moon?
I don't know if it's true.
Oh. She doesn't know. Maya's spreading rumors over here. She's spreading crypto rumors.
Somebody said it in Big Boy's chat.
Crypto and Carl got robbed? You know what I'm saying? Holy moly. Let's see. For those that will not act, you are just wasting your time. Facts, Wayne. That's why everything I've ever looked at tells you this is accumulation zone, and that's why I'm doing it, man. I agree. I mean, doing TA and not acting on it is sort of pointless. I definitely agree. So I'm not going to go against what I'm looking at forever. And if it goes against me, well, it's a learning lesson, man. And I don't think it will be because we know what crypto does, especially when Bitcoin gets to that close to that halving, which comes up in a year and a half, which is not that far away now. That goes by very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. All right. So what else do we got? I don't know if that's true. I was told this. In the immediate short term, Bitcoin was only cool before everyone... we know the market's boring when Waterfly's coming in and trolling, man. You know what it is. Let's see. The Bears beat them up with their Lambo scooters. The Lambo scooters? Is that a thing? Does Lambo actually make scooters? Holy moly. I didn't know that was actually a thing. Like, does it actually have like the Lambo logo on it? And they probably make it really loud and and crazy. Let's see. Jordan spreading fuck. Let's see. Go against the herd is always the move. It's a matter of odds. When you have a dozen signals saying the bottom is in, then your best bet is to go with the bottom is in. Yeah, I agree, Wayne. I generally agree. All right. What else are we looking at? So, I guess we can come over here. You guys are crazy, man. What's the red and blue indicator? The red and blue? Which one are you talking about? The red and blue? I don't know. Oh, this? These are just moving averages. It's the 200-week moving average and the 300-week moving average, basically. Scooters for senior citizens, Ferrari. Nice. Nice, man. All right, what else do we got, man? Let's look at some other stuff. So, same type of deal. Total market cap is, you know, it's really where it's kind of the same deal, man. It's exactly where it kind of is in the trend since, you know, since 2018. It's the exact same point, right? It goes below the 200-week moving average twice, right? Right to the 786 retracement. So from swing high to swing low, retraces to the 786, right? And from there on out, it was sort of, now like I said, I don't think that you're going to get a 2019 style type little like mid little bull market. I don't think that's going to happen. If it happens, you know, I'll take it. But I don't think that's going to happen. But I do still like this general structure down here where you got sort of the lows to the highs. You pull back to the 786, right? And then you sort of make that higher low and you kind of just hover there for a little bit. You know, it's the same setup that we're looking at right now. It's swing low to swing high. You retrace to the 786. You come below the 200-week moving average and probably just hover here, right? Right in this general range. You know what I mean? Now, where are we kind of sitting at the moment? Well, we got the 20-week moving average coming down. We got the 200-week moving average coming across. They're about to cross. When was the last time those were about to cross? Well, when was the last time those were about to cross? At the same exact point. Right here. 20-week moving average coming down. 200-week moving average coming up. Right there. So, will history be, will it be different this time? Because I know that this time will be different, guys. They're all out there, right? This time will always be different. Always be different. But let's find out. Let's find out. All we can do is wait. And we won't know for months. We won't know for months. Who's squeezing my Matic? No one's squeezing your Matic, man. Matic went getting squeezed on the 15-minute. Let's see. I'm squeezing my Matic. Let's see. BitBoy knew where they lived. He was there and took their bags. No, he wouldn't do that, man. He wouldn't do that. Come on, man. You know that wouldn't happen, bro. The biggest channel in the interwebs. Guys, I am for you. I am for you. I take the time out and I fight for you. Is anyone else fighting for you? No. I've never done anything else for you, but now I want to sit. I'm fighting for you. No one else is. No one else appreciates me in this space. Sam Bankman-Fried is an imbecile. He's a liar and an idiot. He's low IQ. And I'm out here trying to save your ass from him. And you guys just berate me, belittle me. And I'm here to save you. All right, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. So, all right, I gotta stop. I was told to shh. Okay, so I gotta stop. Guys, we're not fighting. All right, Mayan says shh. I was told to be quiet, so I gotta stop. Holy Lord. When neighbors call cops. Imagine what the neighbors think. You know? The neighbors are probably like, dude, are they okay in here? And I'm just over here yelling, you're low IQ. You're an imbecile. I'm for the people. They probably think I'm going insane. Oh, Lord. Imagine hearing that next door, like not knowing the context. Probably literally think I'm going insane, man. Holy Lord. Holy Lord, man. All right. Anyways, man. Yeah, you can unblock, man. You can unblock. Oh, Lord. It's Gareth Soloway. He got to get his BTC because he will never get it for 10K. So he took it from Carl. What, Gareth Soloway? Listen, Gareth is a smart guy. He actually knows what he's talking about. I think sometimes he fuds himself out, though. He did it last summer, where last summer he was calling for 10K, too, and he didn't get it, you know. Garrett's always a smart guy, but I think he's going to end up fudding himself out. Again, just like most people end up fudding themselves out. But hey, who am I to say? Who am I to say, man? It is what it is. I'm in the same shower laughing. Naked wife had to check on me. All right, YJT, I'll see you later, man. I'll see you in tomorrow's stream. Let's see. Neighbors think 5 different guys live in your place. They do. They do. They do, man. That's why sometimes people have to tell me to be quiet because it is what it is. All right, let's check out some other stuff. What do we got? So we took down total market cap. S&P is slightly up, which is a good sign. Nothing crazy, even if you can't even call it up. It's pretty much sideways, but so far so good this week. I think the big level that we're all watching, I think we all want to watch here is, can the S&P break out of this W formation? So far so good. I mean, this was just a textbook setup that I don't know why most people fudded themselves out right at this wick when everything was pointing to a bounce right there. Okay, now how far will it go up? We'll talk about it here, but you had lower lows, you had higher lows, you went right to the 0.5 Fibonacci, you were right at the 200-week moving average. Everything was pointing to a bounce right there. Now, so far, so good. Now, what do we need to do now? I mean, it's very simple what we need to do now. On the daily chart, we got a beautiful W formation here. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's absolutely textbook. It is what it is. But we got to break the neckline, which is where we're sitting right now. So I think tomorrow and Wednesday are going to be very critical days. Are we going to be able to smash this going into the end of the week? We'll find out. And a lot of it's going to have to do with the euro and the dollar, which are at very, very, very key levels too, which we'll check out in a second. To me, I mean, still, I don't see why, and this is just my take. You guys can hate on me this. And my phone, I'm watching a video of paint drying and grass growing. Nice, Drew. Not Drew. Drunk. Nice, man. But I don't see why. I'm looking for this vector candle right here, man. And I people will call me crazy, and it is what it is. I don't care if you call me crazy, man. You do what you want to do. I see this red vector candle here in the weekly that hasn't been taken. Everyone wants to point out the ones to the downside, but don't want to point the ones up to the upside. Why? Because the sentiment's bearish. So I'm looking for this. Obviously, we got to break this W. If we do, the measure move probably puts you literally right at, yeah, look at that, man. Right at the 200-day moving average. Can't make this shit up. So that's what I'm looking for. You can call me crazy. We'll see where we are in 2 weeks. All right, we got a deal? We'll see where we are in 2 weeks. But I'm still looking for that move. And that goes into, what we've been looking at here, which is the euro. And look what the euro is trying to do. Now, we haven't got a daily close above this yet. Okay, we've had 2 consecutive days where we've had wicks. We're waiting for the euro against the dollar to break out right here. If this breaks out against the dollar, we should expect the dollar to come down. This has been the resistance for the euro. This is a whole bear market. Resistance. This chart right here is more important than the Bitcoin chart. I don't care what you say. I actually watch this more than the Bitcoin chart because Bitcoin's not going anywhere until this breaks out, man. It's not. And this could be the week that it does. And I actually predicted last week that this would be the week that it does. And here we are. Look what the euro is trying to do right now. Now, once again, we got to get a daily close. We got a wick above it today, but we didn't close it back above it. But look at where we're sitting right now. And that's why I think tomorrow and even going into Wednesday are going to be huge days for everything, for Bitcoin, for the stock market, for the euro, for the dollar, for everything. It's going to be big. So we'll see where this ends up. But if this closes above here, this will be the first close of a breakout this gets since the bear market started, really. Right? So let's have some patience here. Let's have some patience. I'm going to stick to my guns. You guys are going to keep calling me crazy. I'm going to stick to my guns. All right? DXY, I'm not too worried about the DXY. I'm more worried about the Euro chart, but DXY also sitting right at support. I don't take too much account into this until I see the Euro breakout. But obviously, if this breaks this trend line, that's good news for the short term. It's not like it's like the end of the world or anything, like the DXY 100% coming down. No. But definitely a trend line I'm watching there on the dollar, which For the first time in a while, seems to be just making lower high, lower high, lower high. That could change. Tomorrow, that could change. This could pump up tomorrow and change that. But for now, we've gotten a few lower highs come in, which is, I guess, is a good sign here in the short term. And we'll continue to have patience with this and watch this as it goes. The real level I want to break is 110, right? Which would then kind of solidify this sort of bigger M formation at the highs. Until then, we sort of patiently wait as well. But good things going on there. Some big earnings tomorrow. Yeah, to be fair, though, I heard somewhere. I forget where I heard it, though. Sorry, I should have looked where I heard it. But I heard from somewhere that, and I have to go back and fact check this, but actually when we had earnings in the last couple, or last quarter, I forget when it was, man, to be honest with you guys. But, and they actually were bad, and we still went to the upside. The market didn't really care. So I don't think that, because here's the thing, guys. People already expect bad earnings, okay? We're in a recession. People know this. The market already expects bad earnings. So what the hell, and this is why I keep saying, what's going to come before December that's going to dump us down that we don't already know? We already know everything that could happen, unless bearing some freaking craziness from Russia, Ukraine, or some shit like that. We already know that we're probably going to get 75 basis points in November. CPI is probably going to be around the same point again. And then 75 again in December. I think everyone kind of expects this to happen. I don't see what is the unexpected thing that can happen. Because just because earnings are bad doesn't mean the market's going to dump. No. It's basically, it has to be worse than people expect. Which I don't think is going to happen, to be honest. Huge downtrend on the euro. True. I hear things too. So Waterfly, I still press like. Nice, dude. So everyone thinks it's going to stay down. Everyone thinks a different thing. I like recess, but recessions suck. Microsoft earnings are going to be negative. They have been struggling to sell licenses. Yeah, but I think people kind of expect that, no? Let's see. What would cause it to pump? What would cause it to pump? Everyone being bearish. That's all I'm telling you. I don't think you need some major thing to happen for it to go up. I don't. Who's your sauces? Who's my sauces is you, Chewy. That's my sauces. My sauces is you. We don't got no sauces. Hold up. I'll tell you guys my sauces. You guys want the sauces? You want the sauces? Where's the sauces, man? What's going on, guys? It's Ken. Yeah, Jordan just paid me $5. So I tell him my sauces. I'll tell you guys the sauces too. $5, I'll tell you guys the sauces. All right, guys, today, here's what I got for you. All right? Today, here's what's going to happen, my friends. Bitcoin is actually going to dump tomorrow. Bitcoin is going to dump tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, you're going to see the biggest pump you ever sold. All right? That's what my sources tell me. So if you don't believe my sources, well, you guys do what you want to do. My sources are accurate. They've always been accurate. Bitcoin will dump tomorrow and pump on Wednesday. Your best bet. There you go. I gave it to him for free. I charged Jordan $5. What an idiot. That's the sources. All right? Later. There you go. You got the sources, man. Now, do I agree with Ken? No. So I'm not going to trust the sources. I am not. The charts of the sources. The charts of the sources. Oh, Lord, my friends. Here we are. Sitting at 19.3 forever. Man, I can't wait till we get a resolution, man. We start talking about something different. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. Until either I control you guys or you control me. I cannot wait. I will take being trolled if that's what it takes. Lord almighty. Kind of looks like the MM, the market maker. Oh, Lord. Where's Dale? I don't know. Maybe it's not a Dale market, Waterfly. Wayne, you're not wrong, man. Let's see. How do you think BTC will drop at most? Me? I think if it drops, I think if it drops, it's going to be a wick down, And I think it ends up closing. In my opinion, I don't think Bitcoin closes below 16K if it drops again. I don't. It'll be a wick. Everyone thinks they're going to buy because that's what everyone's waiting for. The exchanges will be down. They won't be able to. It'll wick back up to probably, 16, 17K, and then they won't buy again because that's where it was before. They didn't buy before, and it'll just be the same thing, in my opinion. Imagine 10 years of sideways action. Oh, Lord, don't be saying that, man. Please don't be saying 10 years of sideways action. Lord. 10 years of sideways. At some point that'll happen. I don't think that's now, though. At some point, there will be, at some point, there'll be like a long, drawn out bear market. But I don't think that's now. I don't think that's now, because that's kind of what everyone expects to happen. I don't know. It's just my opinion, but take it for what you is. I'm in the mood for some king crab. Me too. Clint said the lost decade is starting. I'd take 10 years of sideways action. I'd take any action at this point. Oh, Lord.
I repeat, it's the daily close.
Everyone is now confirming to my 15,750 bottom, said Chewy. Yeah, 1,600 is the level I'm looking for. Everyone's kind of like looking at 14K, but they kind of just forget about this previous high right here, at right around 16K. I don't know why. Like, no one just pays attention to that. It's like it doesn't exist. I think because people don't zoom out enough, they just look at like this high. They don't look at this move up. But you'll get some support there. It's a bottom of a vector candle, and there's a high there. Daily close. What do we got in the daily close? Let's take a look. Man. Oh, I used all my energy on the rant today, guys. Listen, this bear market sucked all the energy out of me, man. The sideways action sucked all the energy out of me. We closed at a 19,330. So, kind of just we've put at this level, I think more. This has got to be a record of like how many times we close at an exact price. I feel like we've closed at 19,300. 19,300. Literally so many freaking times. V-Sun said you're bearish all of a sudden? No, I'm not bearish, bro. Have you listened to the whole stream? I was literally going nuts earlier. I ranted for like not an hour. I probably ranted for like a half an hour of make sure you have a plan. Okay? If it's going to go lower, guys, just make sure you have a damn plan. I don't care if you're it's go lower guy. I hope it goes lower for you and for me, to be honest. And if it does, just make sure you stick to your plan, man, because most people don't. Most people don't. It's always going to go lower and lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. And then when it starts to bounce, you won't believe it. You won't believe it. You won't believe it. You won't believe it. Oh, man. JC, can you pull a fib on the weekly so I can check myself against your result? A fib on the weekly? Let's see. What low? Want to do the COVID low to... I can't say that word, man. Lord. But BTC from... this is also the 786 retracement. There's so many reasons why I like this level. So from the lows to the highs... Yeah, you're sitting right on the 786 retracement right now. I think that's what you were saying. If you want to take from these lows, I mean, you could take from these lows. That puts the 786 at right about 17,200, which was $100 off of where we wicked. So I think that's being a little bit petty there, but we did come back down to that 786. Clint is cultured, preaching like Joel Einstein. Clint, come on. Listen, I ranted to try to just man, because people get so euphoric both ways, man. People get so bearish on the way down. People get so bullish on the way up, man. I was guilty of that on the way up, and I'm not going to be guilty of that on the way down, man. You got to learn from your mistakes. And emotions get the best out of you. They really do, man. They really do. B-Money, you just got a quantum to computer, did you? Nice, bro. New Game of Thrones. Dude, I have never watched Game of Thrones, man. I watched 2 episodes and they were just so long and drawn out. And I lost interest. But obviously everyone says that Game of Thrones is one of the best shows they ever watched. You know? They do. BGC is like watching a mid-season baseball game when you miss 12 games out of the first place in the division. That's so true, man. That is literally so true right now. Jordan, you gotta try my secret coffee brew. Maxwell House Morning Boost International Delight, then topped with whipped cream and salted caramel. That sounds delicious, man. Listen, I love coffee. I love coffee, and I made the mistake of drinking Maxwell House for a little bit, and now I can't believe that I ever drank Maxwell House. And same thing with instant coffee. Instant coffee is, man, I was drinking that for so long, and that instant coffee is absolute shiza. Shiza. Close your poll. All right, let's close the poll. It's pretty 50-50. So about 50% of people think Bitcoin will close above 22K. About 50% of people think Bitcoin will close below 22K. So it doesn't really help us too much, you know. So and that's for the 2022 close. 50% of people above 22K, 50% of people below 22K. So 50-50, about that would put the average right about 22K of where people probably think Bitcoin will close at. I love coffee too. The new one is brutal. Remember when I was giving you shit about Maxwell House? Yeah, Drew, Maxwell House blows. Literally blows. I think I was drinking it for a little while and I was like, I kind of tricked myself into liking it. I don't know. But yeah, ever since I went back to regular coffee, man, I take one sip of instant coffee and it's shiza. Shiza. Even Maj can agree. She likes my coffee. You love my coffee, right?
Except for that one time.
Go's gonna bring up the one time. She loves my coffee too. 1050 on the poll, but only 250 likes. Yeah, it's a bear market, man. I don't. It's a bear market, you know. And I could be one of those guys that's like, hit up that like button, like freaking 10 times during the stream. But like, holy shit, that's sort of obnoxious. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. Like, you shouldn't have to shill the like button. It's annoying. YouTube needs to change that. It shouldn't be about shilling the like button. But you know, unfortunately, that's what all social media is. It's hit the like button, and you get pushed out to more people. It's sort of a flawed system, in my opinion. It doesn't prove anything, in my opinion. 2% of the poll is missing. 2. Yeah, you're right. I did miss 22K to 23K. I did. Monday Night Football time. Yeah, the Pats are on at 8:30. So I'll be having them on in the background later on. You got to smash it. Dunkin' whole bean, not bad. Yeah, man. Listen, I got the Dunkin' coffee over here, man. I got the Dunkin' coffee. We put it in the coffee machine and we do our thing over here, you know? That's what we do over here, man. Let's see. I've been drinking Monster Energy drink coffee. Wolf Cola. Yeah. What does Bob say about the like button? Bob doesn't care about the like button, man. Bob will never hit the like button. I gotta be quiet for the rest of the night, though. Look at it, because guys, one of these days, what is the next CamFam episode, and what is it going to be about? The next CamFam episode will be probably out either tomorrow or Wednesday. I got a little sidetracked this weekend because I went back up to Boston this weekend, so I didn't have time to work on it this weekend. But it will be out either tomorrow or Wednesday. And I guess you guys will find out what it's about. You guys will find out. I'll tell you when it comes out. You know me. I'll tell you when it comes out. Let's see. I'm not old enough to drink coffee yet. Yeah. Chewy. Let's see. CamFam, bro. All right, guys. I think any altcoins really do anything? I think some QNT was trying to move up today. It pulled back a little bit. So QNT moved up a little bit, pulled back. That was good. The one that was moving up well today was Chili's. Chili's was moving up nicely today. I mean, that was a nice move off the really just going based off previous support and playing the previous support and got a nice bounce from there. And Chili's was really the only one that was decently moved today, I think. Lower lows, higher lows, sort of bullish divergence, and you got a nice move up. Now, still looking for this vector candle to get taken right here. Still looking for upwards of, I'm looking for like 22 cents here on Chili's over the course of the next couple days here. So I still think Chili's got some more upside. Yeah, the daily looks fine as far as a move. We are due for a 40% drop on Bitcoin. We're due for a 40% drop. Holy moly, man. Holy moly. 40% drop. But it really, there's not really much going on with altcoins. We're really waiting on, everything's waiting on BTC. Every single thing's waiting on BTC. Obviously, there's a few exceptions here and there, but everything's sort of waiting on BTC. But what we know is a move is coming, man, and we sort of keep saying it, and it gets a little bit portrayed because we sort of say a weekly move is coming. A weekly move is coming, which means it can take a little bit, right? Weekly is 7 days. Holy moly, man! But right, we sort of been saying this gets another way. It's not the ball. This is not the BBWP, but this is the BBW for all you BBWs out there. For all you BBWs, right? Which I know a lot of you guys like BBWs. Okay, everyone has their own preference, but here's the deal, man. Okay, the Bollinger Bands have only been this low on BTC. Only a few, actually a lot in history, but it doesn't seem to stay there for very long. And we just came to this about 0.3% or 0.3 level on the BBW, the Bollinger Band width. All right, and that points to something's got to give here soon. All right, the last time this happened was all the way back here in April 25th, 2022. What happened from there? Well, that was a giant dump. What was the time before that? It was back here in October 2020. What was that? A giant pump. What was the time before that? February 2020. A giant dump. What was the time before that? March 2019. Giant pump. What was the time before that? October 2018. Giant dump. All these moves have been huge. Every single one of them. Like, all these moves are either a 50% dump or like a 400% pump. Every single one of these has been huge. None of them have been small. So you got to have a plan, man. And now's the time to pay attention to crypto, because no one wants to pay attention to the bear market and they regret it later. And I don't want you guys to regret it, because no one. This is the boring time. No one likes to be in the market during this time, man. But this is when you should be in the market the most, in my personal opinion. Right? Making a plan, looking at coins that you want to get over the course of the next 6 months, because based on previous cycles, the next 6 months is the accumulation time. And that 6 months goes by faster than you think. So you people want to, kind of talk shit and do all this right now. It won't be that way in a few years. All right. At the very least, I should say. So a big move is coming, man. And, we'll kind of keep memeing it, but that's what everything's pointing to. So I'll catch you guys later. I bought Near today. Oh, bro, I've been stacking Near, man. Near at the lows. I've been stacking Near at the lows over here. Okay? Same thing with Cadena, man. Cadena down here at the lows. I've been scooping up Cadena right here, too. Cadena and Near have been my stacks. And we're sort of waiting it out, bro. We're waiting it out. Having patience, right? Looking at the charts, buying support, not letting the FUD get to you. Obviously, the FUD gets to you, but you don't let it get in your head. You look at the charts are giving you, and you take that information and you take it within stride. All right? You take it within stride. Now, I'm looking for this to happen over BTC tonight. I'm looking for this right shoulder to form here. All right? Because I'm looking for Bitcoin to come up and take this wick. When it comes up to take this wick tonight, be careful of the M formation at the highs. Again. All right? to watch a trash Pats team. They're not trash, man. They're not trash. All right. And yeah, man. So hey, let's continue to keep watching things and and sort of prepare ourselves for what's to come. Because like I said, it's the meme right now. But everyone who's left crypto, I'm telling you, everyone who's left crypto, who's either said, there's no way Bitcoin's going to do anything here. There's no way if Bitcoin's going to go lower, I'm going to buy. All these people who aren't paying attention right now will not get the chance to do it. They won't. It's a fact. They won't do it. All right. So people who are here, you guys are already prepared. You guys are already prepared, man. Or at least I hope you are. All right. So later, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Pats are on at 8:30. Go Pats! Let's freaking go. And we gotta have a little dance party in here too. Dance party and Pats. What could be better than that, man? You guys want to have a little dance party before we go? Yes, we're gonna do it here. Here we go.
Happy and clapping.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Come on! One more time for the guys in the back. We're not playing around today, man. I gotta get ready here. Here we go. Here we go.
Happy and clapping. Vitalik is his nest. Vitalik clapping, 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 clapping.
Look at that guy dancing, man. Holy Lord. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:45. We'll see what Bitcoin does. All right. Adios, my friends. Peace out.